Guys, you guys know what this is? In our Pet Achievers Club, Chris Moore and I talk a little bit about CCLs, I believe, and it is believed that it is a disease. Now, if you're familiar with this, just like a dog that has great hips with bad knees, how is that possible? Your hips, from a human standpoint, are your control center for pain and prevention. If you alleviate the stress or strengthen your hips properly, you can almost immediately get rid of back pain and knee problems. I know because I've done it for a lot of people. One of the top reasons I would do a wisdom panel would be to assess the percentage of how much of each dog is in your dog, because he told me that in bulldogs, oh, I'm tripping. I was like about to start writing. I'm like, I got it written over here. I ain't got to do it twice. In bulldogs alone, that they are plagued with this here, and he called it a disease. So if they're plagued with this, and they have great hips, they could still have knee problems. You say, well, the French Bulldog is another one where they say, you're Frenchie, we're doing hip scores. Look at how perfect the hips are, but then why are they still tearing their knees? Or why are their patellas still luxating? And while they have potentially great hips, a lot of them are naturally born with, or have fused vertebrae or hemovertebrae, I believe is what they call it, due to the fact they want that roach. And for a roach to take place, that joker got to be attached a little bit. And we already know that no one lives well with a hunchback. Food for thought. So I would encourage you, if you are breeding bullies, to do a wisdom panel which gives you the percentage of each dog that might be in your dog. Doesn't mean it's not a bully. What that means is right now you've got the embark, which we've done for a few of our dogs, and it literally says 100% bully. Okay, but it don't say what percent of each dog is in that bully. And the reason why this for me is important, and we're going to go get our wisdom panels as well. The reason why this for me is important, because then I can trace back where some of my issues are occurring from 2 to 5. 5 is it. That way I can prevent and continue to build closer to this while managing this over the next 5 generations. Because if we have perfect hips and we still have knee problems, that's a problem. But the knee problems don't come from this, because with pit bull you know the knees be breaking, or Amstaff, which is technically a pit bull. Which one of those have bad knees? I don't know. Well, hip dysplasia. Hip dysplasia is like the thing that goes down on every dog's thing. Hip dysplasia. Could have hip dysplasia. They just say that. 9 out of 10 people who are vet techs will tell you they've not seen many of these cases where an APPT has hip problems or Amstaff. You will see it in the shepherd, God bless those poor dogs, and other dogs, beyond a reasonable doubt, especially giant breeds. Hip dysplasia becomes a real thing. But you don't think bad hips. You think about being terrorized when you hear American Pit Bull Terrier or Pit Bull. It's kind of same thing here, because they look alike, but they're not the same. But they are the same. So they're the same. But I would encourage you, get a wisdom panel, learn what's in your dog, especially for those who want to breed long term. Start assessing and learning about disease and how to manage the disease, so you can get away from the problems that have been brought into the American bully. Because while they're saying an American bully is a pit bull, or it was a pit bull and an Amstaff put together, maybe, maybe not. Well, Dave Wilson said it. He also said there was bulldog in there as well, and other videos, especially as early as the start. And it's been proven you can look at the dog. Some of y'all need to learn how to look at traits, and we'll do a traits video as well. In our Pet Achievers, I'll be breaking down us studying disease, and I'll have people get this done and share their information. So collectively, we could say, hey, look at this dog, and guess what? Wisdom panel says it's got a percent of this, and that. gives us a good idea of where we're at, where we're standing, so we know how to tighten up our looks. And you say, okay, I want to make sure that this becomes, let's say I want 30% of the dog to be this, 70% of this. I want 70% of this while having 30% of this, and I want the 30% of this that is good and the 70% of this that is great. And we'll talk numbers, etc. But for now, stay tuned, take care of your dogs. Thank you for watching, guys. Get a wisdom panel, and we'll talk more in the future.